Kendrick just responded to Drake's push-ups, so you know what time it is. Here's a straightforward breakdown of every single line on the new diss. The whole point of the diss is that Drake is putting on this tough guy persona that really represents everything that he's modest. Just watch this clip of Drake making fun of Toronto slang.
Yeah, yo, so man's like you were going to that, and then this means like the group.
Crew.
That's interesting.
It's not. It's really ignorant.
Meanwhile, in his music, he bites every single accent and musical style known to man.
Habibti, please. Ana akid. Inte o ana akhla.
Kendrick flips this line.
What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga?
To come after his ghostwriting with this line.
Ain't 20v1, this 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
And the whole song feels like a warning shot that Kendrick knows more about Drake's Diddy-like, Michael Jackson-like behavior. With the name of the song being Euphoria, a reference to the hit show that Drake executive produced with Sam Levinson. That's controversial for really sexualizing high school. Let's go line by line. That first sample at the beginning, everything they say about me is true if you reverse it.
Everything they say about me is true!
It's a reference to the original Wizard of Oz, starring Michael Jackson.
Everything they say about me is true. I'm a phony.
Kendrick's trying to remind us that Drake is an actor. He's just playing the part and he doesn't really belong in rap or the culture. This is a reference to Drake saying this on For Free.
I must have a superpower.
And he comes after Drake for being morally corrupt, for not being a good role model to his child and to the people that follow him.
You're moving just like a degenerate.
He's 37, still living like he's in his 20s or in college. The only child he has is with a porn star.
We hate the bitches you fuck cause they confuse themselves with real women.
Pretending to be this mafia-connected dark figure in rap is the only thing he has going for him, while Kendrick has a whole family and is trying to raise his son.
Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that.
Kendrick warns him not to lie about him and Whitney's relationship because he's already been honest about it on his album. And with this reference to the Heart Part 4, which we now know is about Drake.
But don't tell no lie about me.
I won't tell the truth about you. My fans can't wait for me to son your punk ass.
Comparing the two of them to fashion icons. FUBU is for us, by us. It really belongs to and is for the culture. Tommy Hilfiger, on the other hand, there are rumors that he's racist, and he didn't approve of the hip-hop industry embracing his brand. The goal of Kendrick's music, especially his older albums, are to inspire revolutionary change. While here he says that Drake makes music for kids, and in a creepy way.
You make music that pacify them.
Alright, part 2 of the song, after the beat switch. We get this interesting double entendre about MJ.
Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house like I'm Joe K.
He had a pet rat growing up, and then he made a song for a movie called Ben that was about a pet rat. Michael Jackson's dad is Joe Jackson, so he's calling Drake his son here. But then obviously Joe Biden also has a Benjamin and Jackson in his house, Ben Franklin and Andrew Jackson.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway.
This line implies that the song Like That was just a throwaway, referencing Future's middle name, Demon, and Future's song Throwaway, but also implying he's not afraid of Drake sharing whatever he knows about Kendrick like he said he would do on Push-Ups.
This ain't even everything I know, don't wait the demon up.
This Never Have I Ever flow, another reference to high school and possible inappropriate relationships with minors.
Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play.
And he brings up tough situations related to violence and legal battles in his life to show that he isn't acting. He admits his defeats and struggles like he did on Mr. Morale.
Have you ever watch your enemy down like with a poker face?
While Drake is setting himself up for failure because he created this persona that never loses, but still somehow we're supposed to believe came from a tough upbringing.
Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight.
That 500,000 line is also a reference to when Drake settled a sexual assault claim with $530,000.
Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case?
Here he explains why Drake's empty threats when it comes to violence really bother him, because he's seen the real impact and it's disrespectful to real victims.
I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody die, they turn into nuns, then hop on.
It's also kind of a shot at Drake for being so obsessed with social media.
Hop online like pray for my city, he faking for likes and digital hugs.
Kendrick argues that Birdman used to do the same thing to try to associate with Wayne for that image, and it runs in the family and was passed down to Drake.
His daddy a killer, he wanna be Junior, they must have forgot the shit that they done.
Here he references the Tupac ring that Drake owns,
Somebody had told me that you got a ring.
claiming he would pay double for it just to reverse the disrespect that Drake did to him with his AI verse.
Rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave.
And then he finally explains his problem with Drake and Cole.
There's 3 ghosts left and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage.
He wants the crown to himself and is ready to come for anyone, whether they're close to him or not.
Love 'em to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase.
Like YNW Melly allegedly did.
I pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly.
Here he kind of expresses that he doesn't care about the GOAT debate, he just genuinely hates Drake.
It's not about who the greatest is, always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater.
He hates his persona, he hates the way that his voice changes every time you speak to him.
I don't wanna talk on no silly.
You might be able to sell those accents to the fans, but you can't sell them to Kendrick.
There's no accent you can sell me.
Then he references Drake's beef with Pharrell, which I made this short about that you could watch, but essentially, Drake bought a Pharrell chain at an auction to fuck with Pusha because Pharrell was getting in the middle of the beef, saying he didn't want it to happen. He talked about all that in Meltdown and also wears the chain in his video for Jumbotron Shit Poppin'. Kendrick is basically saying, why are you beefing with Pharrell when you haven't even won your beef with Pusha T?
Call that pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
and he's warning him that this is going to be a lot tougher than the Pusha beef.
You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me.
Calling Pusha by his government name to compare himself to Terrence Crawford, the boxer.
He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Whooping feet is LA slang for beating someone up so bad that you knock them out of their shoes. And that line kind of stands out a little bit on purpose, because if Drake has to go look that up, it proves Kendrick's point. It's the point that he makes with the Crody flow.
I be at Newhall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody.
He lists off all these things that are native to Toronto culture, but just makes them sound really stupid, which explains why Drake didn't feel like he could come in authentically and be accepted in rap.
Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence.
Kendrick, on the other hand, was passed the torch. He represents the West Coast, and he represents a continuation of a real rap heritage.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
This line is a double entendre referencing both facial features because of the rumors that Drake got a nose job, and features from artists, which Drake often uses to solidify what Kendrick sees as a fake persona.
Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with.
Kendrick doesn't even have any hate for Yachty here. He's just saying that Yachty is the newest rapper Drake is using to stay relevant and cool. This line is a reference to Diddy punching Drake in the face at a party.
You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something.
He's kind of saying he doesn't even need to do anything to Drake to debunk his tough guy persona, because the rest of the industry has already done it for him. He references the rumors about Drake's ab surgery, and V12 is a double entendre here because that's a machine used for that surgery.
Didn't tell him where you get your abs from. V12 is a fast one.
This line was a really clever reference to Control, the first time that Kendrick ever actually called out Drake.
Name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch.
And he basically listed off all the things you're better off doing than dissing Kendrick.
You're better off trying to skydive out the exit window of 5G.
In the rest of these lines, we learned that Drake took out a cease and desist for the song Like That.
Try cease and desist on a Like That record.
He calls out Drake's alleged BBL.
When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Let me know what I missed down below, and as always, subscribe for breakdowns of every song in this beef. I'm looking forward to Drake's response.
That was one of the main things I had to tell him from the jump. Like, hey, don't change anything. Don't start singing about killing nobody. Don't start singing about the streets.
Yeah, talk about what you know. Yeah.
Yeah, like, keep it Canadian, man.